What it do, family? It's your girl Tamika, and I am back, Jack. Shout out to the squad, S&T and Drip Set. I love y'all. I love y'all the long way. I do. Listen, before we hop into this video, man, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe, and please watch those ads. Look, you guys, we about to jump right into it. DJ Akademiks, you know what I mean? I did a video about this whole situation yesterday, or the start of it. If you did not peep it, scroll down and you'll be able to see. Now, he made some very, very disrespectful comments about Reginae Carter. And as you know, Reginae and Zanique is very, very close. You know what I mean? So I say that to say this is probably the reason, or this is the reason why T.I. took it upon himself to speak out. You know, he like, yo, Reginae is like a niece to me. You know, I don't like some of the things that you said. Look, you know, we gonna have a sit down. As a matter of fact, we about to jump into his live and you can see what he said for yourself.
I would love to have a word with Akademiks. I got a call. I put a call out to him. Waiting on. Hopefully, we can communicate our way to a positive resolution. But Reginae under the umbrella, she covered. That's how I've been. So, I would love to have a word, see if we can communicate ourselves to a positive resolution. Certain shit, this is, you know, it's avoidable. Not worth the trouble.
Now, this is the internet, so you already know that it got back to DJ Akademiks, you know, what was said and things like that. He actually took to his podcast and he went ahead and addressed both situations, because not only did T.I. speak out, Reginae Carter's mother, Toya, also spoke out, and she had things that she wanted to say too. So DJ Akademiks, you know what I'm saying, he said, listen, this is a situation, I might as well get paid for it. He went to his podcast and he addressed both. Now, I sat and I watched both of his videos in its entirety, and I have a lot of things that I would like to say as well, but I'm going to keep a little bit of my commentary towards the end of the video so you guys can kind of get the gist of what was said in all aspects, okay? And then we'll come right back and we'll jump into how I feel about everything. But let's go ahead. We're going to jump into some of Axe podcast.
Hopefully, we can communicate our way to a positive resolution. But Reginae under the umbrella, she covered. That's how I've been. So, I would love to have a word, see if we can communicate ourselves to a positive resolution. The certain shit, this is, you know, it's avoidable. Not worth the trouble. I would love.
Is that it, or was it more? Oh, okay. This is caption. Side note: please find a time to go get with me. Oh, T, I would love to talk to you. I love to chat about the remarks you made about my niece. Let's exchange perspective, man to man, see if you depart with the same conclusion. She was raised by a village who loves her, protect her, daughter, physical and soul ability. She is my business. Hence why I love to handle the matter privately, which is why I've been calling and texting, trying to speak with you. Looking forward to get the opportunity to get together soon. Thanks in advance. Reginae, wait, maybe you got my wrong number. I'm gonna reach out to T.I. T.I. can DM me, like, you know, we on the same. Numbers might change, but give me 1 second. Numbers might change. Oh my god. Yeah, numbers might change, but you could definitely reach out that way. Somebody says, why do y'all think there's scaredness? No. I I would definitely have a conversation with T.I. I think my points would be the same. I know this is somebody who you love, but this is also a public figure. And it's like, bro, like we can't just like isolate people to be like, no one could ever talk about them. The only thing, and if there was that much offense took because I misspoke, and even though I corrected myself using the B word while referring to a subject that she was closely associated to, I understand that one 100%. And yeah, I could. That's a conversation I'm definitely willing to have. But I'm gonna also be honest. Like, as a man to man, I would tell T.I. I'm like, hey T.I., you do know, I'm not talking about like someone who is just a private individual. I'm talking about someone who has a very public relationship, who the Shade Room posts about every 2 days, and nobody ever bats an eye and say don't post about their private affairs. So my comments on those private affairs, or even if I don't approve of it, or if whatever I say about it, I should be allowed to have my opinion. If not, if I can't have an opinion, why do I exist? I'm gonna just be honest with you. If y'all don't want me to have an opinion, just kill me. Cause like, why should I exist? Like, again, there's a lot of conversation that could be had, but I definitely, I don't want nobody to think that I'm just gonna be like, oh, just cowering and just saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I spoke about her because she's just hip hop royalty, which she is. No, I spoke about a public relationship that they put out on YouTube every Tuesday. People in the comment section speak about her all the time in regards to the things she put out publicly. Now, should there be some decorum with that? That's a T.I. word. Of course. Should there be some respect? Of course. And I do think the only thing that I said disrespectful was when I slipped up and said that word. And I want to be honest, and I'm holding myself accountable. But also, I don't want people to be like, oh no, he's just completely backtracking. Now, I'm not gonna, like, you know, I'm a grown man, so I'm not gonna be like, oh no, anything I say, nigga, that's what it is. Okay, if while discussing that conversation, but also here's a discussion I would definitely want to have with T.I. and also Wayne. The word bitch has been indoctrinated in our vocabularies because of a lot of y'all music. And I understand that it's now personal, but y'all have, by and large, categorized and classified women as bitches. In y'all music, y'all have literally just said it sparingly. So it's not that I'm like, you know, so again, when I do catch myself, because I realize it could be taken on a personal offensive level, that's me realizing, okay, I'm not trying to say that about her, but when the word is used to describe certain women, rap has to bear some accountability.
Now, from this particular clip, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. There are certain things that I do agree with. Hip hop has made it to where we can use the B word very, very loosely. And it's become acceptable. You know, when two homegirls get together, it's like, bitch. Even when we describing one another, that's my bitch. A man will refer to his queen as such. And I have to be completely honest with you, you know, hip hop is the engine. You know what I'm saying? That allowed us all to be able to use this term very loosely. Same as the term nigga. You know what I mean? And we do sometimes pick and choose when we label it offensive. You feel what I'm saying? So in a certain sense, I get what he's saying in that particular clip. However, that is not the reason why he pissed me off. There's a lot of different reasons on why I was pissed off with some of the things that he did in that video. And I'm going to break it down. But before I do that, we're going to jump into the clip where he addressed Toya. Let's take a look.
Academics, I can't stand men that do bitch shit. Keep my daughter name out your mouth. Clout chasing at an all-time high. Let her live 23-year-old life. Worry about you and yours. Thanks. Then she continued. She had a caption. She said, I hate when I let people take me out of my character, but one thing I don't play about is my kids. Academics, stop playing with my child. Now I want to stop it right here. That sounds wrong. When I read it, I said, damn, maybe I really did something wrong. They're offending someone's child. But you know the funny thing about this? While Toya was defending her child, she disrespected my mama's child. I'm somebody's child too. Let's stop with this like, oh, you're talking about my child. Listen, I want to be very respectful because I don't have a problem with Toya. But let's be honest. Toya, I'm not talking about a minor or a kid who isn't public facing. When you say your 23-year-old child, she's, number one, an adult. And number two, she isn't a private citizen. It's not like she's living a private life and I just decided to comment on her. She's very publicly putting up vlogs and other things for public consumption. This is why I'm confused with the industry. Because I read a lot of these Shade Room comments. I read a lot of these Hollywood Unlocked. I read a lot of these Spiritual Word and these other platforms comments. When she's posted, and I've never heard you complain at the platforms like, why are you posting my child? This is private. No, because you understand she's either pursuing a career or she's enjoying the limelight of sharing her life. Now, again, my opinion is just my opinion. I can't tell her what to do. Now, it's also mixed with some jokes, but I don't think anything I really said about her was harmful. I say, yo, this is why I'll sum it up, but also I'm going to play the clip for a bit. I said, man, a lot of chicks, they'll be fucking with a gangster dude, and as soon as the gangster dude go to jail, man, listen, after they realize you're not about to get out, you're doing 25 to life, flip. They get to another nigga who ain't about that life. I didn't say nothing wrong with her. That's normal. That's actually a thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But Toya framed it in a way like I'm getting at her child and she's using triggering words. Am I not somebody's child, Toya? Was I just dropped from the stork? Do you think my mama is not looking at what you're saying to me in a very meaningful way and be like, yo, why are you talking about my child? Come on now. Again, let's be fair. You are someone who's on a reality show. If you think you could monetize just like I monetize for my words. I monetize for my likeness. I monetize for my brand. But when you do that in a public sphere, I can't then get mad at people reciprocating, whether it's comments, whether I might see whatever they say about me as hate. It's part of the game. Tell me if I'm tripping. I know a lot of times when I'm responding, I'm really like doing a lot of theatrics and I might be like, oh, why is he in that tone? I really want to be respectful to Toya because I think Toya is riding the train of hate that's coming to me at this point where everybody's responding for something. This week, don't we all discuss the Kardashians? Don't we all discuss Kylie? If Kylie does something, don't we criticize, hey, we think Kylie did this. We think Kylie did that. Is it then appropriate for Kris Jenner to say, well, even though I'm monetizing this shit by putting this shit out? By the way, these things I'm getting about Reginae, respectfully, they're through vlogs. They're through YouTube videos. It's a reason why I don't put my family online.
Now, here's the thing. When we become public figures, there are certain things that we are not going to be able to control. And that's going to be a person's opinion and negative shit. No matter how positive you come across on this platform, it's always going to be that one person that finds something that they just do not like with you. I completely understand that. However, that wasn't a situation. There's been numerous times when he made it a point to say that Reginae, you know what I'm saying, was quick to drop Lucci when he went to jail. When you're on this platform and when we do these reactions and we react to situation, even though we're not journalists, we still have to conduct ourselves as such because this internet shit is forever. So when you make comments and you say a 23-year-old, you know what I'm saying, isn't loyal because soon as this man went to jail, she dropped him, you paint a false narrative about her character. And see, that was one of the things that pissed me off with what he was doing yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of minions that follow you. And they will automatically assume that a woman is supposed to hold a man down when he goes and get a RICO charge. Just off the energy that you put out. So that was number one that pissed me off. Number two is when you were trying to make a point to show who she's with now, You completely disrespected a man who you claim you didn't know. And see, that was my issue. You know what I'm saying? You made it almost seem like it was wrong for her to want better. Better being not being gangster. You see what I'm saying? The thing that pisses me off about this man is that he get on that Hennessy. He don't like to think before he talk. Once you say something on the internet, nigga, it ain't no get backs. You claim to be a man about the culture being hip hop. So what the hell is you doing on a 23-year-old's vlog, watching her do a mukbang with a nigga you claim you don't know, but felt very, very comfortable to insult? See, that's my issue. And then when somebody come back to you with that same energy, it's a problem. Then you want to bring up a generalized topic. Nigga, we're not talking about bitches in hip hop. We talking about how you feel comfortable calling Reginae a bitch. That's the problem. You feel what I'm saying? It is so crazy to me how this world works, but I want to know how y'all feel. Drop it down in the comments. I want to know how y'all feel about his response to Toya and T.I. Let's talk about it. I love y'all, family. Until next video, I'm going to catch y'all, dog. Peace.